and being like, oh, that might kill the horse if something happens, and tying it to a different part.
Guess we better not do. Well, at least he's changed his ways a bit, regarding the horse.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's not disposable, apparently, completely.
Well, obviously, we know there were special circumstances that warranted his behavior at the time, but it's good to know he's still in there.
So he had seen some crazy shit this morning when he was hanging out in the Confessor's Palace. He looked over at the keep, and there was lightning that was striking it, and a giant light ring bloomed through the clear sky, leaving clouds all behind it. It was a little weird. Then he was told there had been a light on all night at the keep. So he's pissed.
Yeah, by the way, I think somebody's over there.
I like,
hey, Lord Rawl, I know you wanted to be notified, right away, but yesterday I saw some stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe you want to go check that out.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate that we see a lot of this because we talked about it. Why the fuck doesn't anybody notice? This should be very fucking obvious. I wish
Turns out they did notice.
Yeah. I wish we would have seen the exact moment that Richard found that out. Because I feel like he would have been like, hey guys, some crazy shit is happening over at the keep. Do you think that's related to the shit we did yesterday? We were there messing with stuff. Maybe that set some stuff. Should we go check it out? And then multiple of his people were like, oh yeah, we were going to tell you.
I feel like, and this is definitely not a Richard trait or characteristic at all, but I feel like he would have just sonic popped that guy's head with his hands. Just boom!
Yeah.
You're done. You waited way too long to tell me, and you died for it.
I especially think it's funny, because I feel like they would have been like, yeah, we thought you were the only guy who could get in there.
Turns out.
Because we can't. But, yeah, somebody was hanging out in there all night. We thought that was really weird. You should probably go check it out, though. You're right.
Now that they've had time to potentially steal anything they wanted. Sure.
Yeah, so I totally get why he's pissed. He is so pissed that he enters this building without waiting for anybody, which means they can't get through the shields, like we just said. He hopes it's going to teach them a lesson about not telling him shit right the fuck away. He does have a thought about sealing the roads and checking everyone leaving town, because he does see, people with carts leaving town, multiple people on horses leaving town, but he doesn't wait to make sure it's done right now, because he has priorities and he's pissed.
Got shit going on, gotta maintain this level of anger all the way up.
Yeah, it was interesting to me, because he was like, well, once they catch up, I'll tell them to go do that. And then he, specifically does not wait for them to catch up and goes into the keep. So I was like, all those people are gone. It doesn't matter if you're like, okay, catch them and bring them to me later. They're gone.
Yeah, just letting them go. Well, he's taking a chance. He has to get up to the keep, and I get that. But, yeah, I feel like what you were saying earlier, there should be guards just stationed every place. So you can be like, you, guy, do this.
At the keep?
Gotcha, Lord Rawl. I'll do it right now. And then that guy takes the information away,
100%, though. Why would he not have left one fucking person? Even just one fucking person outside the keep.
Because he's going to teach him a lesson, Jade. This'll fucking show him. If the Lord Rawl dies on your watch, that is the worst kind of taint you could have on your record.
No.
Gotcha.
You misunderstand me. I'm saying, why, when Richard left the keep, or before he even went to the keep in the first place, as soon as he was like, that keep is a place with magic, he did not send one person over there to stand the fuck outside the door.
You mean before he got back? Just like, hey, let's guard this motherfucker.
Yes.
Well,
2, so one could run and tell him if somebody came up to the door.
If they killed the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's probably got to do with the shields. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, we will keep moving.
We talked about the efficacy of that, too. Yeah, anybody with magic can just walk in. But, I mean...
Oh my god!
That's probably the thought, though, right?
I'm so upset. No. Okay, we will move on. because we have to, but there is no excuse. This is dumb for him not to have left at least one person out there.
But
They don't like it. They're scared of it. I get it.
Doesn't that run with the theme of this book then?
I suppose.
He lost his sense, mayhaps.
And they don't like it. I get it. I'm thinking of this now. Daharans don't like magic. Okay, I can calm down and we can keep moving. Okay. So, on his way up through the keep, he covers himself in his invisibility cloak. I mean, his Mariswith cloak. Making his way to where he saw the lightning hit the keep. He senses Mariswith the whole way, but they don't bother him, so it's fine that they are literally infesting the keep that is filled with dangerous magic.
I mean, I get where he's coming from. They're not attacking him. He's not going to attack them. And it's working. So, okay. Don't go looking for a fight. But, like, I don't know if you'd totally immerse yourself and be like, one guy was cool. A group of 3 guys was pretty cool. So I'm sure all of them are cool. It would make me nervous is all.
No, yeah. I also know that there's probably not a lot he can do at this point other than trying to just sword them all to death by himself. But it bothers me that he's like, this place is dangerous. We can't have anyone make off with some stuff. These things have attacked at least Gratch, but also some innocent people. And they're in the keep all over. And they have like sentient thoughts. I think it's a problem. And I would be concerned.
Well, it wouldn't be comforting, that's for sure. I feel like even if Richard thinks they're allies, he can't be at ease with these things around.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, I'm not trying to be super negative towards Richard in this chapter, but there was a couple things that I was like, why, though? Anyways, he gets to a room where there's corridors going off of it, and he sees 2 blood trails smeared on the floor going into and out of one of the rooms.
He pulls a Dexter.
Yes.
This is an entrance wound, and this one, well, not a wound, but this trail leads into the room, and this one leads out. And somebody bled here.
Yes.
I deduce.
He draws his sword and enters the room. This room has obviously seen some shit. There's evidence of blood, but the intense heat turned it all to like blood dust. And there's soot and lightning scorches all over the walls, and some of the blocks are almost coming out of the wall. So, stuff happened. There's no real way to tell what or when. It's just, it was intense. That's all he knows.
Yeah, and I mean, you really can't blame him for having his sword out.
He's not gonna just, like, knock on the door and be like, hey. He's gonna dive in the room with his sword out and be the attacker.
Well, there's blood, man. Yeah. I mean, we're going in. We know that. Yeah. But, yeah, no, fuck that. Sword's out. Well, I guess what I was going to say, too, was that you can see people, they would obviously draw their gun before they go in.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah, whatever is on the other side of this door, if it's bad, it's going to get shot. Same.
Yeah.
Sword's out.
Sword's out, babe.
Have your hands up unless you would like to get stabbed.
So, following the other trail of blood outside, because obviously he can't figure anything out in here, Richard sees more blood out there on the ramparts, and there's Mariswith bodies that stink like hell. This has happened within the last day because it's all fresh blood out here. There was no, like, fire to fuck it up. He can tell that it was within the last day. Richard thinks, though, that it looks like when Gratch kills Mariswith because of the position of the body. Like, some of them are way up on the wall, and it's only possible for something giant and violent, like his best buddy Gar, to be able to do that.
Yeah, I mean, I like how he picks apart these bloodstains, just like Dexter. Like, obviously, this is a splash here. Oh, that's somebody's face getting torn apart.
I said he was absolutely Sherlock Holmesing this shit.
Yeah, he fucking is.
Yeah.
He's like Batman in the Arkham game series.
Yeah,
you gotta follow little trails of blood and stuff. That's
Detective
exactly what
mode.
This is. Yeah.
Yeah, because at this point, he sees blood in a notch in the crenellated wall, and then he looks down to see a trail like had hit the wall on the way down of
That would
blood.
make you so fucking dizzy.
Yeah, and he sticks his finger in this blood, and he realizes that it's not all Marizwa's blood because not all of it smells. And that's like you normally need like a lab, I think, to like tell between. I mean, unless it's different colors, I guess.
Well, I was gonna start with gloves, or at least a fucking cotton swab.
I
But
thought he was
yeah,
gonna
a lab would help.
I was like this close to thinking he was gonna lick that shit. I'm not even joking. I thought he was gonna taste it.
No, you know that he held it entirely too close to his nose when he sniffed it.
It touched his nose.
Yeah. What's the movie where the guy, he picks up the poop and he holds it out and then he gets real close and then his nose is almost touching it and you're like, oh, that's so bad. And then he just sticks his tongue out just the slightest little bit and you're like, oh, no, he can't. I feel like Richard's probably doing one of those. Like, we're going to inspect it.
I feel like I've watched too many movies, which is unfortunate to say on a recorded
Probably with
podcast,
that trope in it, yeah.
With people holding poop, men holding... Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't be saying this on a pod, but, okay, Jurassic Park, right?
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, they went elbow deep in that one.
Year one.
Yeah. Not to mention the, 2 minutes of fart jokes in the middle.
Yeah.
Just constant.
And those are just the two off of the top of my head. I'm sure if I really thought about it longer, it could be more. So I just wanted to, make it clear that those are the poop handling movies I'm talking about. Anyways, fuck.
How'd we get there again?
You were talking about the movie where somebody, licked it.
Oh, yeah. That was my fault, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was
bad.
your fault. Anyways. So, Richard does not lick the blood. He just realizes that it's not all Marizwa's, and he's going to send a soldier down to check what fell down there later on.
Later.
But he wonders what the fuck actually happened up here. And he also weirdly gets feelings of Zedd, or thoughts of Zedd and wishing he was here, and then wraps himself in a Marizwa cloak and disappears. All creepy like.
Do you think there was a reason for that?
The disappearing?
Or yeah, I mean, he has to concentrate, so we know he went invisible on purpose. What was the purpose? Or was it he was thinking, because this is what I got, and I might be way the fuck off, but let me know what you think. He is up there alone, and there's the dead Marizwa, and he doesn't know what happened, and he was reminded of Gratch, and now he's thinking of Zedd, and it's probably fucking cold up there, and shit's not going right, although he doesn't know that, but he is very, very alone. And so he just takes the Marizwa cape, and he wraps it around himself, because he's sad, and it'll make him feel better, and then he disappears, because...
That's probably a better breakdown, and more thoughtful, and kind to Richard than... my thought was just that he seems to be doing it more and more as just a natural response. He walked in here and cloaked himself. Now he's cloaking himself again, and it's almost like a vampire vibe from what he's doing. He's just covering himself all the time, it's something natural to him. And I don't think it's a good thing that he's doing it all the time. He doesn't have a I guess because, like what you said, there's no good reason for him to be doing it right now, and he's doing it. And I feel like that's not a good thing.
Well, it's a comfort thing.
Yeah.
So anything you lean on too much like that is probably not great for you. But then also, at the same time, look, if I had an invisibility cape, or a, you know what I mean, Marizwa cape, I would be using it. Who wouldn't want to go invisible?
Yeah, no.
I would probably, for a solid month, I'd be like, hey, babe, check this out. I did it again.
No, I get that. I think it's important that you noted that there is no reason. He's not worried about the Marizwa, and they could probably see him anyways. I don't know if they can or not, but I feel like they could sense him.
Most likely.
So there's literally no point in him doing it, and he's still doing it anyways. And I just feel like that's probably a key component and why it's something to watch.
It's for comfort. That's my guess. It makes him feel better for whatever reason.
It's